What's good, y'all? Episode 17, Crosswalk. Myself, Jax. We got Cross, Jay, whatever y'all. I don't even know what we supposed to be calling you at this point.
I mean, bro, like Cross works. I mean, especially with that TV show that came out. It
Yeah.
literally dropped not too long after I started the channel. So I mean, and I like that character. And back when I used to have hair, I used to get told I looked like him. So it kind of worked.
I mean, y'all do favor. That's for sure. That's for sure. Man, how's it been going, man? First of all, apologies to everybody. I know we had to switch days. That's on me. Family stuff, but we still here this week. That's what matters. But how's the week been?
It's been good. I'm glad we could make this happen. It takes worth to try and get the schedules aligned, but we make it happen, and we get to chop it up about all the sports, man. And
Mhm.
honestly, this is my favorite stream I do.
Yeah, man. Me too. Me too, for sure. Um, so lots of stuff to talk about. Um, I think I kind of want to start. I want to go ahead and get this out the way because this is painful, and I want to go ahead and talk about it and get some
I
therapy
already
going.
know where it's going. I already know where it's going.
So, my beloved Cowboys
Yep.
uh got their ass whooped and in Chicago, in embarrassing fashion, and I'll give my view on it, but like, what did you think about that coming out of that? Like, what's your viewpoint on the Cowboys at this point?
I mean, first off, you're not going to beat anybody with 4 turnovers for starters. Not going to beat anybody with that. They're going 3 of 11 on third down. Like, you're not even giving yourself a chance to even get a win. It just seems like everything's just been going downhill ever since the trade. The energy in Dallas, which I'm sure you can speak on, you can touch on that, but I don't know. It's like something's got to happen to give a team a sense of like an identity. Like who's that guy on defense that can like make a play? Who's that presence on defense? CD Lamb's been having some drops here and there, but they got to get things sorted, and I mean in a hurry.
Yeah, man. So going into the season, I mean, y'all will recall that I had very, very low expectations, and they are meeting those low expectations. And the thing about being a Cowboys fan is like they find new and exciting ways to disappoint you. And so now, yes, we knew going into this year that the defense was going to have some challenges, but um, I figured that there were going to be parts of the defense that would be okay. And I even said last week that I really think it's the back end and the injuries. But that Bears game, everybody on the defense was awful. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the equipment managers were awful. The people coming out giving water when I mean everybody was terrible, terrible. Um, which that flowed over into the offense. You got Amari, not Amari, but CD Lamb doing this stupid play out the backfield, and that's how he gets hurt. The Bears doing trick plays at will. They did a double reverse. They did a flea
Mm-hmm.
flicker. They just
Mm-hmm.
out there button mashing, and it's working. They made Caleb look like he was an all pro. When we come up this next week, I bet you he goes back to being who he was. Yeah, it's terrible. Initially, at the beginning of the year, I said that I expected the Cowboys to win 7 games. I think that that might be overshooting at this point.
Man, it's rough over there. It's rough over there.
It is. It is. I mean, so we signed somebody that's below average to play in the play in the defensive backfield. That's not going to help anything in this Packers game, in which I expect us to get blown out. So it doesn't really surprise me at all. Um,
Ooh, and
it,
Mike. Oh, Micah gonna show out, dog. I already
Yeah,
see it, dog. Micah gonna show out.
absolutely. I mean, our center is out for 4 weeks. Um, CD is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Um, yeah, how could we possibly win this game? It's impossible. It's but
Yeah,
on the flip side, the Packers looked terrible.
they did, but I can assure you, Micah Parsons had this one circled.
Absolutely.
I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely. He's going to dog walk those tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I think how many sacks you think he gets?
I think he'll get it. I think we can get 3.
3 was my number. Yeah.
Mm.
3 was my number. Before I go to the next topic, let me point this out because I know grimy. Yeah, we can talk about your lines now. Like I said, I had questions, and those questions are seemingly answered. I think they answered, but we'll see how it goes. But they definitely came through against the Ravens for sure. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I agree. They definitely look good.
Yeah, I actually saw a little clip on TikTok today talking about the Lions Ravens game and how they just ran right at Roquan Smith like the whole game and pretty much just exploited him. And he couldn't really get off blocks. And I mean, it's just you just see it over and over, and they literally just ran it right at him
Hmm.
all game.
Yeah, yeah. But whatever. Season's over. It is what it is. So another season is over, and we didn't lose to this team. We did beat them. The the Giants are benching Russell Wilson
Mm-hmm.
and starting Jackson Dart. So what do you think about that situation?
Uh, First off, I mean, it just hasn't looked right up there for them. um, like Jackson Dart, that's the coach's guy. Like that's the guy they drafted, and that's the future of the franchise. So, when people invest in like a young quarterback like that, that's their guy. Like they don't want to go down with a guy that they didn't draft, they didn't develop. Like they want to go down
Mhm.
with the guy that they believe in. So I get it. It makes total sense. Like, hey, everybody needs to win and people's jobs on the line. And Dayball is like, hey, I need my guy in here.
Yeah, yeah. So the pregame the pregame network said Russ is done. I
Facts.
mean, yeah. Where else he gonna go? There's nowhere. I mean, USFL, XFL, where he gonna go? That's
Um,
it's a wrap. It really is. I guess my question is, let's say Russ doesn't play anymore the rest of this season and he retires. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Man, so he's got one Super Bowl or two Super Bowls.
One Super Bowl win, two Super Bowl appearances.
I don't think so. I don't think
So
so.
if Eli gets in, because that's what Stephen A was comparing him to.
Okay, that's that, and I think that's actually a good comparison. The issue is that what Eli did, he took down 17-0, like undefeated New England Patriots. Like I understand, like Russ beat Brady as well, but he wasn't the guy for the Seahawks. Whereas Eli basically outplayed Brady in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Twice. And took
Yeah.
down the undefeated Patriots when they was like looked at as just being had Moss, Welker, everybody, and they just looked unbeatable. So I think that's a little bit of little different. But I think that's definitely a fair comparison though, for real. What about you?
I think Russell Wilson is in the Hall of Very Good.
Mm,
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
yeah,
I think that to your point, Eli, what he did on the biggest stage, the way that he played in the playoffs, and who he beat definitely matters. It definitely matters.
yeah.
I think Eli's in, and Russ is just He's just right on the outside looking in,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But I mean, good career, made a ton of money, a
Hmm.
ton, and he gets to be with Sierra. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
win. He won.
Yeah.
He won. But no,
Did
no,
he?
no.
Did he win? Did he win? Because
I
I feel like
mean,
I feel like Russ catches hell behind Sierra, dog. Let's keep it. Let's keep it a buck now. Let's keep it a buck. Russell Wilson catches hell behind Sierra, dog.
he does, dude. But like, was he doing any better than that?
I mean, you're right. You're not wrong, but man, bro, like he catches so many
He really
strays out
do.
here off the he does. And
He
it
really
and
do.
it literally seems like it's just one thing after another with it too.
I mean, it's just weird because like he, it's almost like where did they meet? Like, how did that even happen? They
Bro, that's a
basically two.
great point.
How did this happen? Because it don't feel right.
Yeah, it don't make sense at all. At
It was
all.
like this is an arranged marriage.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's see. If Russ hands the ball to Marshawn, then he'd be a Hall of Famer. I think you're right, man. I think you're right.
Hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, dog. That one decision, man, can alter like so many different things. It's wild how something like that happened. But in the
Mhm.
moment, do you remember when that play happened and just the pandemonium of
Dude,
when that interception happened?
yes. Yes, I do. Um, because I mean I was all in on, the Legion of Boom. Like I was big on that team and for it to come and of course beast mode. I mean 100% beast mode. I was
Exactly.
all in on that. Like give that man the ball.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, Marshawn's made a very nice career off of it. He's not gonna go to the Hall of Fame, but it don't really
Yeah.
matter now, does it? he's
Nah.
he's won for sure. He's doing movies. Um, but Sierra will probably leave that man in 5 years. Hope not to. I don't think that she will because of what the
Yeah.
situation that she came from.
Hmm.
Because
I don't think she's going anywhere.
Future did her dirty, dirty.
Yeah. Shit, not just Future. I mean, it was
Yeah,
Future. It was like Amari Stoudemire, Bow Wow. Like it was,
yeah, yeah. Bow
yeah,
Wow did dirty. That's bad. That's bad. Shout out to MMA Anomaly. Do the Saints bounce back this week? They never bounce back. They might be the
yeah,
team that might be the one team that I would say is worse than the Cowboys.
yeah. They in bad shape over there. Like,
They,
why did they? I still don't understand why they drafted that quarterback last year in the first round. I
oh, Thomas
still,
Shuck,
yeah, I still don't get it.
they might as well play him. They might as well. I mean, what difference does it make? I don't know. So,
Chico, you are spot on. They definitely should have drafted Shador. Definitely should have drafted.
I don't.
I think Shador in that city, bro, would have
Mhm.
like done a lot for the city.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. What's up, Chrissy? 31-14. Yeah, yeah. Um, let's dig into some college real quick. We got a pretty big game coming up.
Whew,
Um,
brother Dewey.
I
Oh man.
mean, we got Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Georgia Bulldogs. Y'all got to go to Georgia, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gotta go to Athens, man. You already know it's a business trip for us, though.
Is it?
You know, it's bro, it's hey, respectfully, it's just a business trip, respectfully.
Okay.
Like Kirby Smart, my guy. I love Kirby Smart. I love Glenn Schumann. Love both of them dearly. Got tons of respect from Georgia. But like at the end of the day, man, it's the other team on the other side of the field. You know what I mean? Like all respect in the world, but we got to show up and we come to play. Grimy, don't bring that energy in here, dog. We do not need that energy in here. Okay?
Yeah, he already saying it. He already talking. He already talking.
And I'm gonna be honest, though, I'm super nervous because we've been so bad on the road like the last like couple years. And but I'm gonna stick to this, bro. We are 9-1 against Georgia in the last 10 meetings. That's all. That's
Mhm.
all I'm gonna say, bro.
Mhm. Mhm. Y'all got some defensive line help coming back, don't you?
Yeah, we got a defensive tackle coming back, Timmy Jernigan. Our running back one will be back, and Jam Miller, he'll be back. So I think that'll help. Our running game has just been so anemic this year. And Ty Simpson, believe it or not, at quarterback, been playing his tail off.
He been playing well.
Yeah, he been doing his thing. So I think this game, as all big time SEC games, it's gonna come down to the line of scrimmage. Whoever controls the line of scrimmage is gonna win this game for me because it's
Yeah.
gonna be a physical game. If anybody can get a running game going, I think the quarterbacks will be all right. But I'm expecting a really good physical SEC matchup.
You got a score?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 24-21 Bama.
Okay.
Because I think I want to say Georgia's like a 3.5, 2.5 point favorite. I think I want to say.
Yeah, I mean that's just a home situation, I guess.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say 23-20 Georgia.
Of course you would. Of course you would. I thought we was boys, man.
We are, man. I got to be real. Alabama,
Hey,
they got some areas for improvement. They got some opportunities for improvement.
bro,
I
you're
think
not
Georgia's
wrong.
going to exploit that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We definitely got some issues, particularly on offensive line, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's painful for me to watch it at times. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. You're right, Omari. I for me, it's the game of the week. But do you have another game of the week outside of Bama versus Georgia?
Bro, yes, the whiteout. Oregon versus Penn State in Happy
Yeah.
Valley. Yes, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 107,000 all in white. It's gonna be rowdy. I know all of us on social media, we've seen the clip when Michigan went into Penn State during the whiteout. And like their first snap, like they had to call a timeout because it was so loud and nobody could hear each other, bro. Like it's gonna be a phenomenal environment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have both of them going, of course. I'm gonna have both of them going. And I think that's going to be a phenomenal game as well. And I think we're going to get to see, a young quarterback that's been balling out in the quarterback from Oregon, Dante. Is it Dante Moore? I think that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
He been balling out. So we get to see him on a big stage on the road in Happy Valley. It's going to be Penn State's first real game this year against some quality competition. So it's going to answer a lot of questions. It's another monster game this weekend.
Yeah. 100% agree. When they ain't gonna let y'all live down in the FSU game, they are not gonna let y'all live on that one.
Of course, but hey, FSU ain't looking too bad right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shout out to Big Dog Chico, man. Appreciate you jumping in here, dropping in the places to bet, things like that. Let's see. Out of that one that I know that you're gonna be nervous about, let's talk about a team that I was very high on until this happened. John Mateer had to have hand surgery. So Oklahoma, who in my opinion was, really starting to look really good, and a lot of that was on the shoulders of John Mateer. How are they going to do it without this quarterback?
So they got their big matchup next weekend. Is it next weekend? I think they play Texas and Red River. It's either next week. Yep. So and I'm gonna be honest, the way Texas was looking, like I feel like a lot of people felt like Oklahoma was gonna roll into that game and do what they wanted to with Texas. But now with Mateer being out with the thumb injury, that pretty much just puts that game back on the table. And it's monster rivalry game. Both teams gonna show up. We're gonna see if Arch Manning has made any type of progress because last week I know he looked better, but that was just a glorified scrimmage against Sam Houston State. So we're gonna see what he really can do because that Oklahoma defense is for real.
Yeah. Going into the season, looking at the Texas OU game, which obviously, they pretty almost shut down the city down here, Texas OU game. I was like, man, that's a win. This is one of the few years that I am not worried about that game. And then I saw Arch playing scared, and I was like, oh well, I'm nervous. And John
Mhm.
Mateer started doing what he was doing, and then I was like, okay, well, OU's going to take that game. Now things are different, man. And I, this is every opportunity for Arch to put himself back in the conversation as one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. If he comes through in a game like this, on this particular stage, then all of that's going to be reversed. So it's a big opportunity for him. Will he do it? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I'm very nervous for him. There's a lot of pressure on that dude. But we'll see. But as far as Oklahoma, the defense is for real, like you said.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to lean on that running game, and the running game has not been consistent with, especially without their quarterback. So I don't know how they're going to put points on the board, but they got to lean on that running game for
Mhm.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, quality is kept. Texas got a very quality defense on their side, so I can see this game being a bit low scoring. Honestly, like whoever
Mhm.
gets to like 21, 24 points might be enough in this game in that matchup when it happens next week. But that's a little down the road. We still got some monster matchups this Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. Are you going to live stream anything?
So I was just thinking about that before we jumped on. So like the Penn State Oregon game, the Bama Georgia game, and UFC are all going to be on at the same time. There's no way I'm going to be able to stream all of that and be able to keep it together because I'm gonna be honest. I already know I'm gonna be stressed during that Bama Georgia game. So I'm
Yes, you will
thinking
be.
I think I'll probably either do the noon game or the afternoon. It's probably gonna be the noon Eastern game, and
Hmm.
then I'll probably just get to enjoy the festivities at night because I gotta lock in.
Man, like this is one of those weeks that I really want to do one of those where we play the game before, but
Mm-hmm.
so my son, he's 4, he's a nut, and he's been bothering me about having his cousin come and spend the night. So I'm gonna have 2 little kids.
Mm.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But yeah, I'm very excited for the game. And I mean, it's not that I'm hoping that Alabama loses. Um, it's just I see holes. I see holes.
I mean, we got them. I'm not even gonna push back on that. We definitely have some holes. But hopefully coming off the bye week, we can have a come in there with a good game plan, get off to a good start. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. If we come out
Mhm.
there and let's say hypothetically we get the ball first and we go down the field and we get some points on the board, that's gonna give us that right energy. Take the crowd a little bit out of the game,
Yeah,
and then we can settle in and play a big time SEC football game.
yeah, that's true. And Rob Rex brought it up, but yeah, we got Texas against Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and the way that Florida's been looking, I ain't really that nervous, to be honest with
Yeah, but it's a road game. It is gonna be in the swamp though,
you. That's
and
true.
matter of fact, I think that's next week's game. I think Texas and Florida play next week, and
Hmm.
then Red Rivers after that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I don't know what's going on down there in the swamp with Billy Napier, but and I don't like to call for somebody's job, but when you look at Florida's schedule, I
Hmm.
don't see how he makes it. Like I mean, they
Yeah,
got Texas, A&M, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida State, Ole Miss.
it's a
Like,
lot of losses.
yeah, like
A lot of
I
losses.
I, I don't know.
And to do that with DJ Lagway and not be able to get him where he needs to be, yeah, he's in trouble. He's definitely in
Mm-hmm.
trouble. Um, yeah. Um, let's go to something that I saw a little bit earlier. So ESPN, they do, um, when it's in the summer, right before media starts, they do their top 100 players. And one particular player stood out, the oldest player in the league, and where he ranked was interesting to me. And I'm curious what you think about this. So LeBron in year 22 or 23, was ranked number 8 in the ESPN poll. Do you think that that's too high, or do you think that's too low, or just right for LeBron going into this year?
So for starters, let me get this out of the way because I know some people in the comments not gonna like it. I'm not a big LeBron guy. Respect him, phenomenal, one of the greatest to ever do it, not the greatest. Um, I can see that. I can see that range being about right. And yeah, I can see that being about right. The thing with LeBron, especially now, later in life, later in his career, rather, um, it's tough to do it on both ends. Like for him to make be the playmaker on offense, he's not gonna get back in transition on defense, not gonna get that same defensive rotation just because it's older. The leg's
Yeah.
not gonna be there. That season, it's a grind on you. So I think the biggest thing for LeBron is just, stay healthy, pick his spots, the back-to-backs. He's probably not gonna play too many back-to-backs. Take care of his body, and then when playoffs roll around, you just got to try and find that extra gear. But I think 8 to 10 is about right for me. What about you?
Um. So I'm thinking of the people who were around him. I'm actually looking it up right now. So right behind him was Jalen Brunson. Um. Then you got this Jalen Williams was there. Cade Cunningham was there. Evan Mobley was there. I think Jalen Williams right now is a better player than LeBron. I think he is.
I can see that. The pushback I would have, and once again, this is coming from a non-LeBron guy. Jalen Williams in the finals this past final, and LeBron has had his issues in the finals early in his career as well. There were some moments when he was a little. You could tell that like that confidence and like belief was questioning. He was questioning a little bit, but I think that's just normal with the youth.
Hmm.
First time being in the finals, but I mean, if you say it, I ain't gonna give you no pushback on it. For real. Like
Yeah,
I got no problems with it.
I think the reason that I say that is because of what you just said about the effort on defense throughout
Mhm.
the year, and it's natural. He's in his 40s now. You have to pick your spots. You can't. You just won't have enough stamina, and I get it 100%. But Jalen Williams does have the stamina. He can do that. He
Mhm.
was an all defensive player and all pro, all NBA second team. So it it's close, but I got to put him ahead of him. It's
Yeah.
so, and it's not like the LeBron's like falling off, so to speak, as far as like dropping down to the 50s or something crazy like that. But you know, he got to take a step back. Another person I was going to ask you about, they got Wimby at number 6. Do you think it's too early?
Bro, no. He is, bro. No, it is not too early. Bro, he locks down the entire paint by himself. Like, we have never seen anything like that on defense where the entire lane is off limits. Like, there is no penetration. The ball is never going into the paint. Like, I've seen dudes on like the break, and they just see him in the paint. They're like, nah. Like you already know, bro.
Hmm.
His length is just pause. He was created in a lab somewhere, dude. Like it's just unreal. And then some of the plays you see him make, I think the biggest thing for Wemby is going to be, can he stay healthy? If
That's the
Wemby
biggest thing.
stays healthy, he is going to do things we have not seen and just put up numbers we just have not seen. Because I mean,
Mhm.
like there's nothing he can't do. Handle the ball, shoot, defend. Like the footwork is good enough for he can switch on screen and rolls, and with his length, he can defend anybody. And bro, it's wild. And I think with their roster in San Antonio,
Mhm.
they're going to be ready to make a run, because just like Rob Rex in the chat talking about De'Aaron Fox, Castle, Harper, like bro, the Spurs are going to be a problem for a while.
Yeah, they are. That youth
Hmm.
and like you said, the defense. The fact that they were built on defense and not offense. Um, yeah, they're going to be a problem. They're definitely going to be a problem. 100%. All right. So I just wanted to touch on NBA because I missed the NBA. I'm glad it's coming back. On to UFC, where we build our channels. So we got UFC Perth coming up, and I'm sure y'all have heard about this. The ticket sales are in the toilet.
Hmm.
Why do you think that that's the case? And is this a warning sign for international events?
So I mean, I don't think it's rocket science, but I mean, like we see where the markets are around the world. Like, stuff is expensive out here, and for those that haven't been to any UFC events, they are expensive to go to. Period. Like fight nights are a little more wallet friendly. But even still, man, like it's expensive to go to these events, and people got to make business decisions. Like, hey, like I gotta look out for me, my family, this and that, and I
Yeah.
get it. And then on top of it, like some of these cars, they may not be too stacked. And like, nah, it's not worth the money. And I think I was seeing somewhere where like tickets were going for like $110.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I mean, all of these luxuries that require disposable income, it's tough to to try to get those to go up. Man, I saw something where musicals on Broadway, like they're all losing money,
Hmm.
all of them, because people just can't afford to go. They can't afford it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm curious if UFC Perth has a different problem as far as like star power. Um, Now, mind you, they have some people from that region there that will be on the card, but
Bro, it's the whole card.
yeah,
I'm looking at the card right now, bro. Every fight is somebody from that region. Every single fight.
I
It's kind
mean,
of impressive when you think about it.
they've been pouring into that area for sure. I
Hmm.
mean, before the Ronda Rousey Holly Holm fight, they weren't going to Australia like that,
Yeah.
and now here we go. They're over there all the time.
And then they signed that deal to go to Australia. I think like 2 times a year or something like that. I don't know if I'm speaking on that right, but I thought I remember seeing something like that where the UFC signed a deal to go to Australia like on a regular basis.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think you're right. I think you're right. Um, so on this card, outside of the main event, what's one fight that you're like, I can't get up and go to the bathroom while this fight is on?
One I think that's gonna be fun is gonna be Navajo Sterling versus Rodolfo Bellato. I think that's gonna be all action just because Navajo Sterling can be a bit hit or miss with his fight style, but Rodolfo Bellato brings a fight. I know he had that one situation in the fight with Jimmy Crute and all of that, but
Hmm.
outside of that, this dude walks forward, will eat shots, takes a lot of damage, and is definitely a very entertaining fighter. And like I like watching the light heavyweights get in there and get after it. So that's the one for
Yeah,
me. What about you?
I'm actually looking forward to the Jake Matthews and Neil Magny fight. If only to see if Jake Matthews can start to really, I mean, because Neil Magny is always the litmus test for younger fighters, and Jake Matthews not a newbie by any means. He's a veteran, but he still has yet to get into the rankings and start to move up. And I think that this is a really good test to see if he can actually put it together and do that. Now he's got all the tools, he's got the experience, but can he actually get it done and not do what Mike Malott did and fall apart at the end? I'm excited to see if he can actually do it now.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Would you say lazy? Aussie Rules football grand finale is the night before UFC Perth 2. Bad timing. I don't know anything about Aussie Rules. I mean, I've heard of it, of course, but I've never
It's a
seen not one game.
it's a lot like rugby.
Is it a lot like? What's the
Yeah,
difference, Lazy? What's the difference between Aussie rules football and rugby?
yeah, because I know Leroy is always talking about Australian rules football.
See, who do y'all see being the best team from Texas?
I'm assuming that's NBA. I think that's NBA.
NBA. I still would rock with Houston, even though Fred Van Fleet is out for the year. I
Yeah,
still go with
yeah, he out.
still go with
Hmm.
them. I still say Houston.
Um, the thing with Houston, I gotta see it. They're gonna have a few new pieces. Durant, no Van Vliet. I think that's definitely we got to see what that looks like, how it comes together, how it gels. I think the Spurs are going to do a lot better this year. But low key, bro, Dallas is not going to be bad either. Like
Mm-mm.
honestly, the Texas teams, all of them probably should make the playoffs for sure.
It's all about health for us for Dallas. If I mean, and Kyrie's ahead of schedule, obviously we shouldn't rush him. But if we get healthy and get all together, like yeah, we're going to be a problem. Nobody's going to want to come through the I-35, I-45 corridor because you got San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and OKC. And then after that, if you go keep on going up, you're gonna hit Denver. You don't want to come over here at all because that's 4 L's that you're about to get.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh, Lazy said he doesn't know the difference. Okay, so you with us? You with us? I am low key looking forward to this one too. The Tainera against Luke Boomy. I like
Yeah,
watching Loma Luke Boomy fight.
bro, same,
I like watching her fight,
same.
and
Yeah, I
Tainera is
like her too,
violent.
bro.
She
Yeah.
is violent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
And just
that's
seeing Luke Boomy, that Muay Thai, bro, like her Muay Thai, I love watching her
mhm.
fight. But I think that Nara, the grappling is gonna be an issue for Luke Boomy in that one.
Yeah, she's an aggressive grappler too. Real
Mm-hmm.
aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Real aggressive. Let's see here, man. You know what? I want to so we got about 15 or so minutes before I have to jump off. Um, I'm gonna do this thing, man. I think we're gonna play a game real quick. So this is gonna be elite or no. So we're gonna go to football and I'm gonna throw some stuff at you and you let me know if you think that this topic is either elite or not elite. So I'm gonna start the easy one. Philadelphia Eagles, elite or no?
Elite.
So they've had some pretty tight wins, some
Mm-hmm.
pretty tight ones,
Mm-hmm.
but I still think that they're elite. Do you think that they are the best team in football?
I don't really look at like professional sports as like there's this one team and like there's everybody else. I kind of look at it like there's a few teams that are like in that group that all can win the Super Bowl if
Mhm.
it all comes together, they stay healthy. And I look at Philadelphia as being one of those teams.
Yeah, definitely see that. Definitely see that. Lane said elite. Grimy said
Mm-hmm.
elite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all let us know in the chat what y'all think. Um, all right, let's go to this next one. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 3-0. Elite or no?
I'm gonna say no. Just because I think Mike Evans just got hurt.
He did.
If I remember correctly, he just got hurt. Baker Mayfield, like he is always gonna give him a chance.
Mhm.
But I don't. I'm gonna have to see a little bit more with the Bucks before I would say that they're elite. What about you?
Um, it's a skill to win close games. It's a skill. And Philadelphia on their run to the Super Bowl, they exercise that skill over and over again. And Tampa Bay is showing that they have the ability to do those things. But despite that, I haven't seen enough to know that they're elite. So I think that they're right on the outside looking in.
And I think they're in a cushy division as well too. Like the NFC South is like kind of dead. Them, the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, Lane said, "Nah." First of all, man, I appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate that. Um,
absolutely.
Aaron Tat said, "Absolutely elite, 17-0." I don't think
Okay.
it's gonna happen, but I admire your wishful thinking on that one. I don't see it, but I do think that they're a very good team, and I definitely think that they're gonna make it to the playoffs. All right, here's another one. Elite or no, the decision to start Jackson Dart.
Is that an elite decision? Um, there's a caveat for this one for me. If you're the GM and you're the head coach and you got job security and you don't have to worry and your job is not on the line, I personally wouldn't have played him.
Mhm,
And just hear me out. Hear me out on this. If I know I got job security, I'm gonna play Russell. If we lose, so be it. We gonna get we're gonna get another good draft pick. We're gonna bring somebody else in here, and then we go to Jackson Dart. Get him a full year to learn, be ready to go, because the Giants got more issues than just quarterback. But I mean, I get it. Like, if you ain't got no job security, you go to the young guy, and you can that way you can go to the owner, to the GM, say, hey, like, we got this young guy. Yeah, he had some bumps along the road, but he can get better.
mhm.
And you can show some products as the factor where, like, you got something that you can build on going forward.
Yeah, man, it's a tough situation, dude, because it's like the GM has already made some bad decisions when it comes to quarterbacks, letting Saquon walk, um, different trades that he's made, different draft picks. I don't know if Jackson Dart can save him, but I can understand that this is a Hail Mary situation. I almost feel like he had to do it. I feel
Mm,
like he kind of had to. I think that his initial thinking was, I'm going to bring in Russell. We're going to be a middle of the road team, and we'll just do that and let Jackson chill, and kind of the same thing that Green Bay does. Let them sit in the back and learn. Um, but as soon as he saw Russell throwing into triple coverage, he was like, "Bruh, nah, we can't do this. I'm gonna be out before the season's over."
yeah.
So like they said in the chat, like, it's a banger, and Lane was agreeing, like, it was a desperate decision, but I feel like it was a decision that they had to make. They had no
Yeah.
choice.
Hey,
Mm,
shout out to Lazy in the chat with the 199 super chat.
yeah,
Wants to
man.
know, elite or no, Cleveland Browns defense 100% elite because of one person, Miles Garrett,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
The man is unblockable one-on-one. Like, he has to get double teamed every play or he just ruins the play. Like,
Yeah.
he is at that level where, like, you see, like, guys that if you do not double team them, like, the play is done. So
Hmm.
definitely elite, Miles Garrett.
Yeah, he's a game wrecker.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about Michael Parsons being a game wrecker. I think Dan Orlovsky was talking about that. No, Miles Garrett is a game wrecker.
Mm-hmm.
He will destroy the entirety of the offense. Um, he's the best defensive player in the league. I don't even
Hands
think it's
down.
a question.
It's not even. That's easy, bro. Like, that's another dude that was created in the lab, bro. To be that big, that
Yeah.
fast of a get off, and then to be able to bend like he can, bro. Like, it's not fair to be that big, that athletic. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's
Did
insane.
Did you see
Insane.
that clip when Stipe went to the Cleveland Browns practice, and then
Mhm.
Miles Garrett came up behind him, just picked him up, and you
Yeah,
like, wow, Miles Garrett is so much bigger than Stipe, so
yeah.
much
He,
bigger.
he makes Stipe look little.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so Miles Garrett's dad is really good friends with my wife's uncle.
Okay,
So he talks about him all. He's like, man, Miles Garrett is, and his dad, some of the nicest people ever. The
that's what's up.
nicest people. Yeah. But let's go to another one. Let's do Let's do this one. Elite or no, the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. This is tough. I'm gonna say no currently.
Mm,
Like if you think about the way they have been losing games, that's
mhm.
not elite. That is not elite. Elite teams find ways to put those games away because literally, like they could have put two of those losses away.
Could have.
Hmm.
They could have. Um, dude, it pains me to say this because if I had a favorite team, if I wasn't roped in and you know like handcuffed to the Cowboys, Baltimore would probably be my favorite team.
Yeah.
And yeah, it pains me to say no, they can't close games out.
Yep.
They just
And
can't
bro,
close them out.
people don't realize how big and how important that is to be able to like put games away. Because you leave, if you let teams hang around, something is guaranteed to happen, and it's going to be a brand new game. And then next thing you look up, the game's going to be tied, or you're going to be trailing.
Yeah, that is true. It's unfortunate. But I mean, they got time to turn it around. Plenty of
Hmm.
time. I'd rather them be doing this now than to be doing this at the end of the season. So there's still time, but right now I wouldn't have them as an elite team, unfortunately. No, this is a good shout too, because like I remember, I don't know if you saw this clip of Miles Garrett on the sideline saying that the tackle that was supposed to be blocking him, he beat him on a move, and that tackle immediately started yelling to Jordan, "Jordan, run!"
Bro, like everybody on the field knows, dude, that like that dude changes the entire game. Like if you come out of the huddle, you have to know where he is. You have got to get protection towards him.
Hmm.
And I've seen clips, bro. He's got three dudes on him. They'll leave a tight end in the chip. They'll leave a back end on that side, all just to help the tackle out. And he will. And what it ends up happening is the other three guys all get one-on-ones and they all just get a chance to go eat.
Yep, game wrecker. All right, I know what Grammy's gonna say. Let's see, elite or no, Green Bay Packers.
I'm gonna say Green Bay is elite. I'm gonna say they are in that category. I am gonna
Hmm.
say it.
Um, this is tough. I'm going to say no. I thought they were elite. I did, but consistency is a big part of it, and you just can't lose to Cleveland like that. Now I
Yeah.
understand. We've been talking about this whole time that Miles Garrett is a game wrecker, but you got to figure out he's going to be on that team. You got to figure out how to deal with him. You knew he was going to be on that team before you got there. You knew he was going to be there, and you still couldn't deal with him. I'm I can't say that they're elite yet. And after they play this game this coming week and they win, that's still not going to convince me unless they beat them by unless they beat them 70-7,
I
which is
was
possible.
wondering, hey, I was wondering where you were going with that one.
Beating the Cowboys is we were talking about earlier. I can't remember who said it, but like beating the Bears or losing to the Bears is terrible. Beating the Cowboys is not going to be that impressive anymore, or it hasn't been that impressive for a little while. And I'm not going to be impressed if you beat us. But if you beat us with style points, it's got to be some style points, and it might happen. We can't cover nobody. I think my they didn't call my son to go play cornerback. I don't know. All right, let's see one more, and this one was talked about earlier. Elite or no, the Indianapolis Colts.
The Indianapolis Colts, 3-0. I'm gonna say no. I'm actually curious to see what they do against the Rams this weekend. Because I mean, we saw how the Rams just played Philly, took them down to the wire, had a
Mhm.
chance to win the game with a last second field goal. The Eagles block it, return it. So the Rams are a solid football team. So I'm curious to see how that game goes before I say the Colts are elite.
Yeah. I can't agree with anybody as Daniel Jones being the quarterback as being elite. I can't do it. And don't get me wrong, he's been playing well, but it's coming. Oh, it's coming. The turnovers are coming. Be prepared. The best thing that he can do is hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. That's the best thing that he can do.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
because yeah, they're coming. Let me see. Their next games are against the Rams. They got the Raiders and the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to predict that they're going to lose 2 of those games.
Really? Which
Yeah.
which 2 losses would you say?
I think they lose to the Rams. I think they lose to the Cardinals. Yeah. I think they beat the Raiders because the Raiders haven't figured things out yet.
Yeah, the Raiders are the Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't think that they're elite. I don't think that they're gonna I think they're gonna actually find a way to fall out of the playoff race some kind of way. But what I will say though is I like their owner and what she's doing, taking an interest in the
Yeah,
team.
I did see that. Like it's a different approach. Like, see her down on the field taking notes and
Mhm.
stuff. It's very different.
I can appreciate that. Now, from a team whose owner who's too hands on, she can't get too hands on. Let the people
Mm-hmm.
do their jobs. But I can appreciate what she's doing as far as taking an interest in her investment because that's important. And the players see that and they see that she cares about them and what they're doing and everything. I know that probably goes a long way. Let's
So I
see.
think Grimy asked for a prediction on tonight's game. I will turn it over to you. Who you got in tonight's matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals?
Man, um, this is tough, man, because I feel like they play their ways. It's they find a way to play very, very even. I have not trusted Sam Darnold since he came into the league. But Kyler Murray has been underwhelming since he had that little rise. He's been kind of plateaued.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, and the Cardinals lost their running back for the year. So I am gonna go with the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are gonna win. I think it's gonna be a close game though. I think 24-21. 24-21.
Well, I will make it interesting. I'll go with the Arizona Cardinals. Hope I think Kyler Murray, like just like you said, he's been very up and down. I want to start seeing him be more consistent and
Yeah.
having some more success. And like try and turn that franchise around out there in Arizona. Like make them a player out there, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Kyler Murray, I saw him play in high school. He's one of the best high school football players I've ever seen in my life.
Didn't he go like undefeated in high school or something like
Yeah.
that? Like his entire career?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
hmm Yeah. It's insane. Like it looked like as small as is, it still
So
felt like
fast.
a man amongst boys.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird, but yeah, that dude was amazing, amazing. Um, last thing I'll point out here. Yeah, Sean Alexander,
I saw that.
number 14.
Mm-hmm.
I
Roll
mean,
Tide. Hey, first off, shout out to his wife, man. Because shout out to
for
you.
real,
You are
she she
a
is the real
trooper.
MVP.
For real, dog. Popping out, bruh. Working on 14, bruh.
Yeah,
She is a trooper, dog.
that's
Trooper.
that's like a depression era. Putting up depression
bro,
era numbers.
bro, she putting them numbers up, dog.
She's
Like
the
her
Wilt
jersey going
Chamberlain
up
of
in
pregnancies.
her jersey going up in the rafters,
For
dog.
real, it's been up there. Dude, I wonder what the age range is on that. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He had to play pro for this.
Of
It's
course.
crazy. Mm-mm-mm. I don't
Grimer
know.
says that poor woman had been pregnant for nearly a decade and a half.
Dude, bro got his
Oh
own
my
parking
goodness.
space at the hospital. Dude, he
Oh
just pull
yeah,
up.
bro.
Dude, he probably don't even go to the hospital no more. They just deliver him at the crib.
Bro, the way their relationship works, he looks at her, she get pregnant, dog.
Hey,
For
got
real.
me beat by a lot. No, I sent it to Sterling when I saw it on Instagram, and
Yeah.
he said, "Man, he halfway to you."
Bro, hey, Aaron Tats, I was just thinking the same thing. 11 on 11 for Thanksgiving football is the goal, I guess. They're
Man,
gonna have like 22 against 11 on 11 on two fields. A little
for real,
bit.
they got subs. And everything.
Oh
Oh
man.
man, that is nuts. It's nuts. That's too many, man. That's too many. You can't even take everybody. You can't even fit them all in 2 cars.
And I think they got like 10 girls and 3 boys. Like, that's wild. Wild.
It's too much estrogen. Way
Mm-hmm.
too much. Man. All right. Now this was a good one. Normally on Thursday or on Tuesdays you have a stream after this, but yeah. But yeah. So we got the game tonight, man. I hope y'all are watching it. Make sure y'all tap into the channels. Make sure y'all like the stream. And I think next week we might be back on the same day.
Sounds like a plan. And also for this weekend, I'm probably going to do a watch along on Saturday for college football, but it's probably going to be noon Eastern. I don't know if any of the homies doing a watch along for UFC Perth for the main card. I'm not sure. I know I won't be able to do it because it's gonna be way too much going on for me to watch the Bama Georgia game, Oregon Penn State, and the UFC and deal with the chat. It's gonna be way too much. But I hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy all the sports, all the festivities. Enjoy the NFL game. Shout out to everybody that always comes supports us. We really appreciate it.
For sure.
And yeah, we'll be back next week for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, one more thing, y'all. On the Making a Walk channel, I just got some merch out. So y'all go check it out. If y'all want some merch, go check it out. But yeah, until next time.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Make sure to come back next Tuesday to chop it up.
So please whatever.